You can just take yourself just away from your environment for a couple of days just to think and be and recalibrate. I think that's really important, just to come back rejuvenated. Like I always come back to my business, my husband, my family. I come back so much better of a whole human being from these things too.
All right, we're back for another mini episode. It's been a while. We have an exciting topic to talk about today. Mandi, what is it that you're getting ready to do this weekend? Tell us what you're doing, and let's see what questions you have.
Okay, Amani, I am taking myself on a solo writing retreat.
Yes.
So I do these frequently. I've done one already this year, but normally at this point, I'm finishing my second book. So normally I do these once a month when I'm in like the thick writing stages, but I just haven't done it. So I've got an agenda, I've got topics, I've got items. And what I typically do is I go away for 2 nights. It's within driving distance, and I go on lockdown. I don't interact with anybody. Sometimes if it's in an area where I know people, I'll like meet somebody for dinner or something. But normally I just lock down. I read a lot, I write, and I have an agenda, and I just go from there. So that's what's happening this week.
All right. I am the my solo writing retreat completely changed the trajectory of my last book, allowed me to
Yeah.
finish a lot of it. So I have love for the solo writing retreat. What kind of questions, your agenda, you're gonna get there right during the day, you'll take a break for meals, and then you'll just keep writing, correct?
Yeah, but I like breaks. So I'll take a break. I'll take like a stand-up break, a daydream break, an art of nothing break every 90 minutes, which is part of my break rest strategy in life. I do that because I know we've talked about this, but just as a reminder, I've got severe anxiety disorder. And so for my brain to operate at its best and perform at its best, I have to personally take a physical break, like a step away from whatever I'm doing every 90 minutes. So I'll do that. And then, but I've broken it out sort of in like chunks. So like the first part is going to be, I'm rewriting a little bit. I'm not completely writing, but I'm restructuring my business bedside manner speech because my book is building your best business bedside manner. So I'm restructuring the speech so it's more in line with the book, because right now the speech isn't necessarily in line with the book. So I'm doing that. And then the other part is going to be I am recreating my Best by 50, Best by 51.
Ooh.
So I'm resetting my Best by 51 goals. And then I've got some other things. I've got some other things on the agenda too. Hold on.
So I because I have a birthday coming up, what are the areas of your Best Buy 51? You do it, what was it, 5 different areas, correct?
Yeah, 6 categories. Six
Six.
categories. Yeah. So I have physical, nutritional, spiritual, emotional, financial, and business.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But part of me reconsidering BB51 is like, is it 7 categories? Is it 5? Are they the same categories? So I've got some journal prompts that I've thought of that I'm just going to be writing down, and really like last year, it was all about waking up on my 50th birthday feeling more comfortable than I ever had before. And so when I established comfort, I was like, what does comfort mean to me? And that's how I established those 6 categories. So I don't know how I want to wake up on my 51st birthday. So I have to like establish what that word is. And then I might reconsider like what those 6 or 5 or however many categories are from there.
Okay. And then how much writing would you like to have accomplished in terms of your book? And I know you also mentioned Substack as one of your writing goals too.
Yeah. So I have a Substack account. And the way I'm looking at Substack right now is just sort of like brain trails. Like my blog that I have is Mandy's Brain Trails. My blog on my website, mandygraziano.com. It's just click on brain trails. And it's just my trains of thought, like my weird trains of thought. So I sort of envision my Substack being more like Mandy's Brain Trails. and just stream of thought. Like it might be about sales, it might be about health, it might be about being mad at your husband for leaving the door open overnight. Like it could be, it could be a number of things. So I hear that's a topic with the kids these days. Just so you know, everybody, that's what Amani and I were laughing about at the front because I was telling him how mad I was at my husband. And
Yes.
I feel comfortable saying that because I love him and he knows I love him, but couples get mad
Yeah.
at each other and
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Close the
I'm very
doors. Close the
mad.
doors. Close the
Close the
doors. Yes.
damn doors. Yes.
Okay. So I think this will be an experiment we can do together because I want to
Yeah.
start a Substack too, so we can do it
Ooh,
kind of together and kind of
okay.
explore and see how it works. So I'm excited for you for that.
Yeah,
How
and
much
like tell each other about like what works and what doesn't, because
yeah,
I want to experiment like that, and I
yeah,
can't do that during my normal day. My normal day is just too busy. So
yeah.
I think that's the thing. So I want to ask you, like for me, I like go. I don't even do my normal job during those 2 days. I am completely focused on writing during that time. But how did you do it when you did when you went to the Midwest last year for your lake retreat? What did you do? What
Yes.
was your
I went to Grand Marais, Minnesota. I would wake up, have a little breakfast if I would. I would write the first 3 hours. I would use a Pomodoro timer. So it would be like 20 minutes. Then you take a quick 2 minute break. So I would use that, took a break for
Mm.
lunch to go into the city, came back, or the little town, came back, had another session, writing session. So this was on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I repeated that for 3 days, including dinner. Then on the Friday, I wrote in the morning, and then I drove back to the airport to fly to Chicago for the wedding that evening. So
Mm.
it was probably about a good 4 full days of that. And that's just the schedule. I would take breaks. I would go for walks in the morning. I was listening to who was our guest name? We had a guest, and I was listening to her audiobook. I forget her name. She was our guest we had from Australia. Oh, what's her
Oh,
name?
Pauline.
Yes, Pauline Nguyen. And
Mhm.
I would listen to her book, and then I would go for walks in the evening after dinner if it was lighter, depending on the weather. Before or after dinner, I would go for walks the morning and night too. So that helped also because it was pretty cool temperature wise. So
I
yeah,
think
that's
the
what I did.
walks, that's important too. I'm bringing my bike with me because I think better when I'm on a bike. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna have my bike with me. I already looked up a bunch of trails in the area that I
good.
can go
Just
on.
ride the bike safely, please. No falling, no crashing.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Thanks for that.
and that's what I did. It just completely changed the trajectory of my book. So that's why I'm a fan of it. I this summer probably no writing retreat, but I need to maybe do one next year. But I'm done writing a long book for now, so I'm
Yeah.
good. But
But
yeah,
I think what inspired me to do this, like my first one I did was like in 2021. And what inspired me to do this was Bill Gates was being interviewed on some podcast and he talks about how he does reading vacations and how he just takes like 8 books with him and all he does is just read and think. And it inspired me because I think like I go through the day sometimes where I'm like, I'll have like a great conversation like this. And it's like, okay, time to do the next thing, and I don't process it. And so when he talked about his reading vacations, I was like, well, that's awesome because you can read and then think about it and then write about it and then process about it and take a walk and think about it more. And then I remember Sarah Blakely would post on Instagram and stuff that she was taking herself on a solo trip where she just like would read and come up with ideas and eat french fries, which I was also hilarious. But I think it's like I don't think you need to be a writer or an author to take yourself on a retreat like this. I think you can. There's these organized retreats, which I think are awesome, which is something I'm going to be organizing in the next year or so for my for people to
hmm
join in on something like this. But you don't need to do it organized. You can just take yourself just away from your environment for a couple of days, just to think and be and recalibrate. I think that's really important just to come back rejuvenated. Like I always come back to my business, my husband, my family. I come back so much better of a whole human being from these things too.
yeah, yeah. I agree. The retreat concept is good, especially if you can unplug and maybe not get stuck to email and listen on your device very much, except for certain times. You can take certain times to be on your device. That's fair.
Yeah.
And that'll cause less anxiety. So I'm a fan of retreats. I love a good writing retreat. So I can't wait to hear kind of how it goes for you, what lessons you learned, and what you would change for your next one after this one.
Thank you. I'm going to write about it. I'll be posting about it on
Good.
along the way too. So if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok or whatever,
Okay.
you'll see
So
it all.
we'll see it all. We'll get a part 2 update on the writing retreat concept and Mandy's experience. Thank you for watching and listening to this mini. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, make sure you follow us, leave a rating and review on any platform that you're watching or listening on. And with that, thanks for watching, listen to this mini episode, and we will see you next time. Peace out.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Adventures in Business. Don't forget to rate and review our podcast on the platform that you're currently listening it on. And don't forget to share it with your friends and anybody that might be as much of the business nerds as Amani and I are. See you next time for another captivating interview.